Good morning guys, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, the home of tips, tricks, guides and tunes for Forza Horizon. And we're having a look at the championships, and I've got Off-Road Rally here. And I'll get into this, and what are you doing? You're trying to ram the car. What are you lot doing? This is mad. This is, well yeah, this is the offline stuff, but Off-Road Rally. Ford Racing Puma is your reward for this one. You get a few credits for lower level completions, but we're not really interested in that. We're all after a Puma and we want the seasonal completion percentage. It's cross country and we've got North City cross country circuit, Rail Yard cross country circuit, and Glen Rannoch cross country. Okay, what have I got? I'm going to go for a small wheel drive cars. And I quite fancy the Subaru Impreza WRX STI from 2004. This is a brilliant little rally car. I have got a couple of tunes to this, but go for the V2, the Rally V2 tune, because it's far superior. Because I made one last year and it was alright, but I wasn't 100% happy with it, so I went back and remade it, and this is what this one is. I've got the share code up there, so go grab that and get it on this car and you can just go for a blast round here. Yeah, off-road rally, so it's cross-country event in rally cars. It should be interesting. And this car does, as far as I'm aware, come out of wheel spins. You can't get it on the auto show, but it's selling for about 1 million at the moment. Selling for 1 million at the moment on the auction house. So we're pulling away on here, and a little bit of nudging there. Focus has been a bit dodgy. You're trying to pin me in, trying to give me a pincer movement, but not having that in the slightest. And I've decided to go this way, because there's two ways you can go on it. You can go one way left, one way right. I think when you go to the left, it is a bit quicker than if you go to the right. And I'm into fourth place, into third, a little bit of nudging. Overshot that a little bit, so that slowed me down quite a bit, and I don't really want to be doing that. Going around here, a little bit cross country. Let's tear up some parkland, why not? They love this up in Edinburgh, I bet you. But coming up, I've got these two at the front. Let's see if I can pass any of these after this next corner. Have a fly past the monument. These guys are doing pretty well, but give you a little nudge, and that sent me off slightly wonky, which is the risk, but it's got me second place. Take out some benches and hit the Scott Monument. You do not want to be hitting the Scott Monument, so one rewind later, and little battle there. Coming around here, this is always a bit dodgy, because if you jump and you land, it can slow you down, take a lot of your speed away, which you don't want to happen, particularly as these guys are pretty close. These guys are really pushing me. And hard brake around there, give it a spin. Not ideal, admittedly, but it's coming up, and that's the first lap out of the way. So let's go round and round again. So the Teletubbies say again, and I'm doing this for the second lap. Coming around here, hit the brakes hard. I'll probably hit the wall as usual. Yep, as usual. I've got a little bit of distance, but these guys will catch up. They always do. So around here, being careful not to hit the buildings. Take out some fence, narrowly missing a bin. Slow it down, hit the brakes, little drift. Completely lost it, hit the wall. Yeah, it's not really sort of good at this. I can throw this stuff around on dirt tracks, on rally, any day of the week. As soon as I start trying to do anything that combines road and mud, that's when I start losing it. But coming past the monument, a little bit of braking. You guys are definitely pushing me on this one. Definitely pushing me. Past there, knock some fence out. Bye-bye benches. Social distancing and all that stuff. Going round here, across a plate, turn it round, take some cones, make the jump. and let's go. Yep, quick look behind me, you're definitely pushing me. One little mistake and that's it, I've lost my first place. And you cheeky bugger, you cheeky bugger. I'm going to come around here, making sure you do not get past me. You're not stealing first place like that. I'm sorry, I'm just not having it. Third lap, final lap, and this is the last bit where I can possibly mess this stuff up. So, coming round, keeping acceleration going, not caring at this point about that wall, because sometimes it's easier just to hit a wall and carry on than it is to hard brake, slow down, and do things carefully. And yeah, I know. You don't get a lot of people telling you that stuff, do you? Yeah, just drive around, slam to a wall, use it as a buffer, and just keep going. Obviously, it doesn't apply to online ranked events because you get slowed down and whatnot. But if you're doing that stuff, you want to be driving a bit properly and not being a bit of an arse. But this is an offline championship. All I'm racing against is computer control cars, so it's pretty much no holds barred at that point. You know, it's like full on, you know, cage match, you know, with cheers. So, talking of cheers, there go the park benches again. There's quite a few of them. Oh, slowed that down a little bit. And I clipped the wall, so definitely hitting rewind. I'm not losing it at this stage. Take out that bench, take out some cones, make the jump. Narrowly missing that one bit of a road which would have actually stopped me dead, but never mind. You know what, sometimes you just get lucky on this. And coming round, hard brake through here, being very careful of this one guy not to pass me again, and this is the finish line. Job's a good one. First place, 20 points on the board out of a possible 60, so that's where I want to be right now. And I'm going to skip through all this stuff and we can move on and have a look at where we're going next. Up on the map, we got two. We got Glen Rannoch and we got the other one. I think I'll go for Glen Rannoch because I always try and get rid of the trail events before I do the circuits because I'm not a fan of circuits in general. And I know that if I do well on the trail events, the pressure's off me a bit on the circuit. So if I do mess it up, it's not too bad. So we're at Glen Rannoch up in Scotland, up by the hills, and going for a Scooby because I like it and it's a nice car. Although I am a big fan of Scoobies, to be fair. Scooby equals rally, you know? Although I'm sure there's plenty of like Mitsubishi people and stuff like that who would disagree with me, but keeping all settings the same, highly skilled. I think I've got traction and stability on, I think, for this. I can't remember offhand. We'll soon find out when I try and take a corner and my lights come on. But 8th place, taking it onto the grass, give it a little bit of power. You guys are actually doing really well at blocking me right now. But I'm sure I'll get past you. Yeah, I got past you. I'm into 6th, into 5th. It did mean I had to take a bit of a dodgy line on that one. And I've lost my 5th, but make a jump. Let's see if I can get past you. This is definitely bouncing me all over the place. This is absolutely crazy stuff. These guys have actually gone off on one completely. But I'm sure I can catch up with them. Through there, make a splash in the puddles. And go, go, go. Up round here, you've got the viaduct up there. Often seen with the train. And a quick pull in, otherwise I end up hitting that bridge. But I've used the opportunity to skip past a lot of these guys and get myself into 3rd place. I've got a little battle with the Ford right now. I'm past you, and I think that's another Scooby up front. I think it is actually the 04 WRX. So we're pretty much evenly matched at this point. Come around here, completely going too wide because of that sunlight. It's actually not good because I am actually quite photosensitive anyway, and I've got that really bright on my screen. It doesn't really help. But coming over here, make the jump. Let's see if I can nudge past you somewhere along the way. And yes, you are a Scooby, and I think you're the same as me. So past you into first place. Make that little jump. Try not to spin it out too much, because when you're doing your cross countries, your jumps can absolutely cripple you. They can actually make you completely mess up, because you can be driving fine, make a jump, you land badly, and that's it, you've just lost it. But through all here, make the jump there. Always try and land on the land, because if you land in the water, that slows you down far too much. You're better off landing on a bit of ground and then getting some speed up as you hit the water. But if you land in the water, it's very difficult to sort of build your speed up again. But that's the finish line. That's another first place in my bag. That's 20 points extra, giving me a total of 40 out of a possible 60. And when you're looking at the points for the championships, you need to get more than anyone else, which means at this point I'm in a better position than anybody. So let's get back into the map. And what's this last one? Rail Yard Cross Country Circuit. Okay. This is crazy. Last time I did this one, I kept crashing into all the shipping containers. It's not good. It really is not good, but I'm going to give this a go. And I'm pretty safe in my knowledge that all I need to do is get a second place on this. So if I completely and utterly mess this up really badly, as long as I get second, I'm in for the championship. I've got it. I've got the rewards, I've got the completion, and we're laughing. But going in, Rail Yard Cross Country Circuit. I'm going to knock my stability off for this one, because it is quite useful to be able to slide it round corners a little bit. Okay, onto the line, take the traffic cone out as a first victim of the event. So go, 8th place. Let's see if I can pass you on the corner here. Yes, I'm into 6th. And a couple of ways you can go on that one. Don't think it matters too much. Avoid that ramp. I have a tendency to topple over on that one. And give it some power in 4th gear. 5th place, 4th, 3rd, and I'm pushing 2nd. But let's give this a jump here. Here you go, I'm in 2nd place. Fantastic. Let's see if I can get 1st. Slow down for that puddle. Give you a little nudge. Yeah, you're trying to push me. And it's always easier for the driver tar cars to push you than it is for you to push them. But that's the first lap out of the way, and I've got 1st place. I just need to maintain it for another couple of laps. Round here again, taking it a little bit wide, trying to avoid the stock around there. You've got the old rusted trains, the freight trains. You don't want to be hitting those things. A little bit of braking. And this is actually quite a good jump here if you want to do airborne pass skills. That's actually a really good jump if you want to be sort of doing that. I've got a video elsewhere on how to do that. But jump up here. I'm going under this part, because if you go over the ramp, it looks kind of cool, but it does slow you down. You're better off just going under. It doesn't look as cool, but you don't lose any progress, and you don't sort of risk crashing into the roofs of buildings and stuff and looking like a complete and utter idiot. But I'm in 1st. I've got a little bit of a gap, so I'm a little bit more comfortable. Give it a spin round here, jump over this ramp and take the foot off a little bit and give it some brakes, spin it, and up towards this final little bit now. And I've got a choice. Shall I go under or shall I go over? I've got a decent bit of lead, so let's go over. Okay, make the jump and landing it, barely clearing that roof, and that's the risk. But that's the 1st place, so that's another 20 points on the board. That's 60 in total, which basically means I've got the championship. That's perfect. You cannot do any better than that when it comes to points. So off-road rally complete, and you get your other levels of completion. That gets you a few credits, but this is what we're after here. The Ford Racing Puma. Why not? Nice car, a few credits, and some seasonal completion percentages. So that is that, guys. Hopefully it's been interesting to you guys. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like, hit subscribe, and until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.